How is everybody? I said I would come back. Getting into the action. I want to be like my shirt. Ooh, is that a stain? Oh no, it's a button. I'm on the floor, carving, but I don't know what I'm doing. When I'm on the floor, I can sort of see something. And when I stand up, it doesn't look so good, but then when I move away, it looks great. All in the vision of one's eye. So in the last video I was talking about, and I'm listening to the police recorder or an ambulance or people working on some kind of recorder on the internet. And it's just feels so good that somebody is working in association with other human beings for the purpose of the survival of the child. Something that's born with no legs and no arms, and the only way to have eggs and arms and legs, eggs and arms, is to take the shell and to say, hey, I'm going to do something with the shell. Let's take the shell and put a yolk inside the shell. Let's close it back up. And let's plug in to the shell. What will we do with the shell? Well, what did we plug into it? Well, we plugged in wheat and corn and soya. Was it fresh off the field? Do we have to dry the wheat? Is it our wheat? Is it somebody else's wheat? Are we the drying company for the wheat? Are we taking this wheat and further processing the wheat? Are we going to give it back to those? Are we paid to just further process for others? Who are we? We are who we are. So I'm listening to it could be the police radar, and everybody is working as the birth child needs to exist. It doesn't exist without the human arm, the human mind, the association of the people together to have this. Now, who owns the egg? Who owns the egg is the different story. Who owns the egg? I only work for the egg, because if the egg doesn't survive, I don't get any yolk on Thursday. So I go in, I work, I enjoy it to help this egg survive so that the owner of the egg can walk away with everything and make agreements so that the yolk just has enough money to pay all the people. And then when the yolk thinks that all these people are getting too much money, the yolk will pick up, fall down, he'll create a new yolk. My knee. Last year it was the shoulder, and it still is. Now it's the knee, the shoulder, the tooth. This is what's happening in my life. You know, V is for life. You ever notice that? Just a V? Where's that number 1 that comes up here next to the V or here? Why would it be here? Why would it be here? Why would it be here? 1, 1, and 1. Is the V a little bit more to the left, and then more area space for 1, 1, and 1, 3 notches into that V? Now I'm all over the place. What I ended the last video with was actually about 10 cents. If I spend 10 cents too much, okay, if I spend too much, 10 cents too much, or if I buy something for 10 cents too much, and I sell something and I don't get enough for it, I pay too much and I don't get enough. So let's say that's 20%. This is what the world is surviving on right now, 20%. Really? First of all, apparently 90% of North America doesn't end up with 20% left over on their paycheck. They're lucky if it leaves over 10%. That's one of the things, I mean, and you know that they tell you, all these laws of mathematical or banking is telling you, we're going to give you 2% interest. We're going to loan out 1.5% over prime. We are going to charge X, Y, and Z. We are going to let you have, this year, 20%. You can take 20% of your money and put it into an RRSP. All control of the money. and the percentages. So if you listen to the percentages that they work with and calculate it, maybe you won't spend that 20%. And if you're spending your 20% in the province or state you live, you are helping others work. But if that province or state is importing from other countries, how do you support yourself? How do you support yourself? How do you support your neighbor, your country, your province? It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, why should we buy from them? Why should I pay more? Because you are paying more. You don't see it, but you're paying more. Are there less jobs? Are there actually less jobs, or are there more people entering into your city, province, state? So many people come in, but there's no jobs for any of them. So why are we bringing somebody from some other country, letting them come into this country, and it's a free world, and we really want everything to be at liberty and free? But we all know that if you watch TV and it's Black Friday, everybody's running to get the special. We should be able to find these specials all year long. And they will always happen and will never run out. It's all how we use upstairs. Upstairs. It's so hard to do this upstairs. So when you see people without arms and legs, and I'm one to talk because I got them right now, succeeding because everybody knows success is up here. How do you feel? Lousy job. 14 bucks an hour and make 300 a week. You know, apartment cost me 600, 700 for the month, 600. May as well get married, but now they tax me again. What's happening with all this tax money? What's happening with this? Where do we start? What can I do? So I have to start right at the bottom. Go to a store. Do you want a plastic bag? It's not biodegradable, and even if it is, why not reuse a bag? And the bag that you reuse, how long does that last? And is that biodegradable? See, the longer things lapse, the more we have for rotation. We need a life cycle rotation. The only reason Earth is here right now, that we're able to be on this planet, is because of the rotation. Otherwise, this whole place would disintegrate. Ask science. How many machines would it take around the world to drill a hole right through the planet? What would happen if we would drill right through the planet? Would it be like an ice cream? Don't dig down so deep, you're going to dig into the sun. Imagine if the Earth was actually like a G. And it's a G because it's 3/4 around the Earth, and then there's a flat part. 3/4 around the Earth, and then there's a flat part. So if you take that whole design I just showed you and move it this way, you're actually looking at a crown. And that's where we live. Now what's here? Oh, there could be a flank on the crown. A flank on the crown, and then the empty space. And obviously there's got to be Earth there, but no one lives there. Well, is the ocean there? Or is the magnetic of mass carbon moleculated density so magnetically, the weight is just not letting it fall over the rim. Have you ever, or maybe sometimes it does fall over the rim, but it gets right sucked back in through the heat of the sun. Why red? Iron? Does iron turn hot red? Why orange? What metals turn orange and at what temperature? So all the answers of a possible creation, just like they made the movie Matrix, which is, if they can make it, it can exist. And since it existed on TV, who says it doesn't exist now? Moving molecules, carbons, and atoms. I have no idea what I'm talking about. It just sounds like I've heard it before and I sort of understand where they are, like here. Like I'm breathing them in. Like did you have your cereal today? There was iron in it. So I went on to that 10%. Again, 12 minutes into the video and I get back to this part over here. There's 4 and 4 circles is 8 and 2 over here. So we had the 6 card. 1, 2, 3 circles. We had the 8, but I'm going to do that in the next video. What we didn't hear in this video, what you didn't come in or expect in this video, this bright colored video. I got a hole. Anyways, I want to show you this little man. Now, don't tell me this is not cute, right? Don't tell me that's not cute. He's got his little face, his eye, his nose, and his squibbly little hair. Doesn't he look like we can put him on a character? Hey, maybe I should. Can I build a character out of this? How would you build him? What if we bumbled him out a little bit? How about if we... Hey, doesn't he look good? Give him a bigger eye. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Which way is he going? Her or him? I don't know. Got a lot of ideas. Yeah, writing on my desk because I'm a big kid. Thank you for watching this video. Oh, I gotta go back and I'm working. See where the 3 is over there? I'm working right in that area. It was yellow. No, it was orange. Was it orange? Yeah, it was orange, and I changed it blue, and I screwed up a little bit. So, and maybe I'll change that too. I don't know, because this is not the orange den. The orange are in the bedrooms. So we got to think about why. Okay, that's it. That's it. Done.